Sometimes you got to go through some really tight spots to find your fish. I mean, I'm glad I have a kayak. They're in here though. Hi, Skipper. What is up, fishing gurus? Welcome back to another episode. Cicada screaming in the background, fishing in some back flats. Going for our normal today, trying to get that inshore slam. This is a nice little snook that we picked up real early in the morning before the storms rolled back in the back. There was bad storms today. I got rained out and had to hide in the mangroves for about 2 hours. Baby snook. Compared to last week's, this guy's just getting started in life. Wow, he's got a spike right there on his back. Beautiful little snook. Thank you, sir. Couple hours of hiding from the rain later. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is a snook. I just cast it backwards after I was passing by him. I didn't think they'd actually see it. Oh no, this is a big flounder, okay. Might not be a huge flounder, but this is definitely the fattest flounder. Fat flounder. A little bit more than you could handle there, didn't you? It would be delicious. Dude, you're fat. Right on 13. Missed the cast here, but I was just saying how I wanted to catch dinner. And I did. Come on, old Reddy. Come on, old Red. And that's how you catch a redfish for dinner. Extend 19 to 27, and he is sitting at a healthy 22. Drills to his noggin. He is out of there. And I love catching food. Alrighty, guys. And this is a fully clean redfish, ready for harvest. Right there. Beautiful. Right into the ice box for me. And as always, we're gonna make our saltwater ice slurry. What that does is it chills the meat down a little bit below the average temperature that you can get with just ice and water, since saltwater has a lower freezing point. And that helps firm this fish up quite a bit, so when we get back, we can get a nice clean fillet on it, not waste any meat. Love it. A little bit of extra time you spend to gut the fish, bleed the fish, and either cut the gills out or however you feel like cleaning it really helps get that meat to the best possible quality. And you dunk it into the ice bath, it helps firm it up, puts it into a super chilled state, makes it absolutely perfect. So I found a nice little back flat, pretty close to where I caught that massive snook at, and I'm just sitting here wading through the water. I got my boat tied up to me, and I've been pitching casts into what looks like a small little channel and slowly bouncing it across the bottom. And I managed to hook up with a nice little keeper flounder here. So as I'm landing this fish, before I set my fishing pole down, you'll notice that I'll open this bail up. That's just in case if the fish gets out, takes off, doesn't yank my rod out. That looks like an eater flounder to me. This fish was also bled and gilled after I verified the size. 15. In the box he goes as well. Try to return everything I'm not going to use back to the ecosystem here. If you guys are interested in me doing a walkthrough of my boat setup, just let me know in the comments below. Last little bit of rinsing off before we throw it in the cooler here to try to keep it as clean as possible. Love catching me some flounder for dinner too. This is going to be some great eating. And we are loading up the boat now. It was a tough day of fishing, but we still secured some dinner. Got a couple of good sized portions, so in the next scene we're going to be cleaning them up. I am by no means a master fish filleter. I'm still learning how to do the process myself, but if this helps you to learn a little bit as well, then awesome. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, sticking around, helping me grow this channel. The Fishing Guru family is growing fast and growing strong. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. I want to see what you guys have to say. So flounder have a line that run down the center, and it's easiest if you split the fish into 4 quarters. And what you'll do is you'll take your knife, you'll just turn it 90 degrees, as you can see right here, and you'll start running it down the bones out towards the outside of the fish. And you want to get your knife against them the best way you can.
Try not to use too much force. It's easiest if you have a very, very sharp knife.
Nice little fillet.
And the second one's going to be easier than the first one since you've already got half of the fish removed. Just go in, do the same exact thing, follow it down the bones. Light pressure, sharp knife, quick cuts. And right here I'm cutting just above the rib cage. Got a little bit of that stomach meat on there, which I'll trim off right here. And then we move on to skinning the fish. I find it easiest if you just kind of pin it down, pull the skin towards you, and push the knife away from you. End up with a nice little fillet. Now we flip it over, rinse and repeat the same process. Track a line right down the center of it. Rotate the knife 90 degrees. Start working those fillets off, nice and easy.
I got the. There we go.
Flatfish, flounder, halibut, and stuff, they're a little unique in the aspect as the belly is going to be skinnier than the backside. So most fish are going to be symmetrical and each side is going to be about the same thickness.
Now you can tell
the belly of the flounder is going to be a lot thinner.
That meat is almost a blue color. And that's how you clean a flounder right there.
Paper thin on the bones. Again, pulling the skin towards you, pushing the knife away from you with a slight downward pressure. And you want to be sliding the knife back and forth using the sawing motion of the blade as much as possible. We're going to trim off that little bit of rib meat right there with the stomach. All of the extra trimmings and bits are going right into my compost pile to make some super good dirt for my garden, so nothing is wasted. You'll see me rinsing with fresh water here, but I immediately dry these fillets. The fresh water actually starts breaking down the meat. So that's the key with saltwater fish, is you do not want to rinse them with fresh water, throw them in a bag, and throw them in your fridge. You'll end up with some fishy meat. So you want the fish to be cleaned as quickly as possible. You can put it into a salt bath again, like we did in the cooler, and then it'll actually keep that fillet from breaking down. And then when you want to store it, you want to keep it as dry as possible.
There we go. Again.
It's really crazy how blue that meat looks. And the last one seems to be the best one. Moving on to the redfish. This is officially the third redfish I've ever cleaned in my life, so I am absolutely a novice at this, and I still managed to get a ton of meat off of this thing. I think it's going to be at least 2 solid dinners after I have it all portioned up, but this one was a little bit less gracious than that flounder fillet there, so I have a little bit more cuts. Fillets aren't as clean looking, and my camera managed to die in the middle of it, so hey, you work with what you got. I didn't think about how metal this was until I'm reviewing it later. I set him up to watch me fillet him. Honestly, I'm gonna blame my knife. I think I just need to get a better knife, and I'll be a better filleter.
Gracious.
Fish filleter. Yeah. So a little tip you'll see right here with my pointer finger, I make a little slit right at the base of the tail, and it allows me to grip all of that skin and slide my knife under it really easy. In the home stretch of the video, if you guys have stuck around this long, give the video a like.
Nice thickness too.
Leave a comment below. I'm sitting here listening to my own voice, editing this over and over and over again.
I got my flounder fillet.
It's ridiculous.
So, 1,
This is,
2, 3, 4.
I got fish. I caught dinner. I caught fish.
There you go.
I got meals.
Y'all have a good one.
Check it out. Hell yeah, guys. Later.